Okay, so this is pretty much what you're gonna need to do this job. You need a Dremel or something like this to grind down the actuator plate, some pliers to pull out the fuse, just in case you decide to do that. I got this little ratchet that goes through. I just put a 5.5 millimeter through it. 1/4 inch ratchet, 10 millimeter for your battery, another spare 5.5 millimeter, a small stubby extension for your 1/4 inch ratchet. Then you're gonna need a 7 millimeter as well for your actuator screws. And you're gonna need one of these. You might need one of these. Just depends how you go about it. And then a magnet pickup, just in case you drop any screws, you can pick it up right away. Whatever lighting you want to use that you can get back there. This is the one I used. This is another little light I got from Harbor Freight. I used it every here and then. And then you can get a drill or a Phillips head screwdriver for your removing your glove box. That's pretty much all you're gonna need. You can use this as well. You don't really need to, but you can. Whatever makes it easier for you, but this is just what I used. Okay, so you want to come over here to your battery. Go ahead and disconnect the negative battery cable using your 10 millimeter. Go off, put it off to the side. Okay, now you want to come to your glove box area. You can have one bolt down here, another bolt over here. Open up your glove box. Have another bolt right here. You'll have 4 Phillips heads here, and then another one right here. You want to go ahead and remove these using a Phillips head screwdriver, or you can use a drill. Make it a lot faster. Okay, so pretty much when you get all your screws removed, okay, as you can see, you get all your screws removed. Go ahead and yank it out. Get your box and yank it out. You'll have to pull on this area slightly. Once you get that out, it comes right out. Okay, so for your next step, you're gonna want to go ahead and remove your radio, your bezel. You want to go ahead and just pry it off. Whether you have a Titan or Armada, whatever it is, you can pretty much just pull this off. My setup is a little different, but anyways, just get to removing the center bezel and your stereo connections. Okay, so for your radio connections, whatever they may be, mine are pretty simple. Just go ahead and unplug all your connections. Okay, so you got this big one over here. Just press it down, comes right out. Go. These little connectors just require you to push down a little bit. and I'll jump right over. Just once you're right over, just push down on it. Push down on the little tabs, release them. Same thing with this one. Just push down on the center tab. This is where you need your flathead, your little flathead screwdriver. Just press down a little bit. Come right off. Okay, now you want to go ahead and disconnect your stereo wiring harness. Okay, get that out of your way. Pretty much everything's out of your way now. Just go ahead and disconnect this right here as well. Just press down. Should yank right out. Got another connector here for your hazard button switch. Just press down on it with the screwdriver. Flathead. You press down on this little center section right here. Press down on it. And just yank it straight up. It comes right out. So now you should be left with something like this. Okay. Now when you get to this area, pretty much you're going to be working through this area to line up your actuator. But if you look here very closely, you can see the actuator itself. Okay, so now that you got your glove box removed, your stereo area removed, as you can see, now you are able to see your actuator bolts. We want to come down here and start right here. There's one bolt right here. Well, not a bolt, but a screw. There's a screw right here. Another one right here. One right there. And the other one is hidden way back here. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's just right beyond this black plastic. I can't really show it to you, but you should be able to feel it. It's another 5.5 millimeter. So you want to go ahead and remove this bolt, this bolt right here. And here's that last bolt. Right here is the last bolt that I was referring to that you couldn't see from the other side. It's right here. So you want to go ahead and start removing these. For this first bolt, you want to go ahead and grab your 1/4 inch ratchet with a 5.5 millimeter. You don't necessarily have to take this harness connection off. You can just get it from right here. Just run it out enough and you can take it off by hand. For the secondary bolt, this one right here, it's a little tight here, so you can go ahead and grab your ratcheting open through socket set right here. So it makes it so much easier. Just work it out enough. Work it out enough to the point where you can actually remove your socket out of the way, or remove your ratchet out of the way. Loosen up enough to the point where you can get it with your fingers. Okay, so now we want to go and get this back one. Okay, so for these two last bolts back here, these two back screws, you're going to want to stick your hand through right in this area. Stick your hand in here. It's a little tight. Once you get your hand in here behind this area, now you're able to get this one. Go ahead, just place it right there off to the side. This very back one that's in this area right here, you're gonna have to pretty much go off a feel. Just feel around for it and get your screwdriver head over it, or your ratchet over it. See if I can get you a better angle. As you can see, if you go right here through your stereo, okay, so that last bolt I was telling you about, if you go over here to your stereo, now you'll be able to see where you left your socket at. That's pretty much it. Like I said, just squeeze your hand in there with one side. You should be able to get it. It's a little hard to see, I know. Once you back it out enough, you should be able to get it by hand. Okay, pretty much it for this. Get your bolt out. Okay. Now you're able to pop this cover off. Okay. Okay guys, so for this next step, you're gonna want to disconnect the actuator motor. I can't physically show you how to do it through here right now, but I'll show you where it's located so you get a rough idea of where to look at. So pretty much it's in somewhere in this area over here to the right. You can pretty much take it off just by using the feel of touch. Just press down on the little tab over there and it will slide right out. Okay, as you can see, here's the actuator connection. Like I said, I can't really show you how to take it off, but all you gotta do is press down on this little tab. It'll be on the top side of it. Just press down, pull back, it'll come right out. Okay, so for this next part, we're gonna focus on removing the screws from the actuator bracket. There's 3 screws. I believe they're all 5.5 millimeters as well. Let me give you a quick show of that. There should be one somewhere in this area, and then there's another one over here in this area, and there's one way far back over there in that area. Remember, you're not removing the actuator screws, you're removing the actuator bracket screws. Okay. Okay, so as always, you're always going to put your hand through here. I'll be using this once again. Okay, so I'll be going right through here. Be going right through here. I'll show you once I get my hand in there. Okay, so I got my ratchet already on the first screw. I'm starting over here in the back side. As you can see, this is one of them. This is viewing through the back of the radio. To get it loose enough to where you can get it by hand, you can set it off right there. Okay guys, using this tool, let's get the last bolt way far back here. This is the hardest bolt out of all of them. This is the hardest one. Just like that, I'm already on it. Using your ratcheting wrench, just go ahead and keep loosening it up. I mean, it might look harder than it is, but it's just because I'm trying to do it by looking through the camera here. It's actually a lot easier. You just gotta take it off without this camera in the way. Just keep cranking on it. I know it's very hard to see. Can't really see much. But it's slowly backing out. Okay, as you can see, it's almost out. Okay, so it's pretty much loose already. Go ahead and remove my hand. So be very careful you don't drop it to the back. But just like that, it's out. Pretty easy. Go ahead and grab your screw, your other screw. Now we just have one left. It's over here in the front. Much easier. Okay guys, so for this last bolt on the adapter, on this last screw on the actuator plate, you want to go ahead and grab your ratchet wrench again, 1/4 inch, this time with a 7, and a very small stubby extension. You're going to be working with your left arm on this one, and I'm using this little gap, this very small gap. This is what I'm using so I can pinpoint my hand pretty much. You'll be able to see, you know, what you're doing if you look at it from this little angle right here. It's going to be much easier than what it is for me because I'm using this camera, but for you it should be pretty simple. Okay guys, so I finally removed that last bolt. As you can see, it's no longer there. Or the last screw, my bad. I removed the last screw. Go ahead and remove your tools. Go ahead and remove the actuator and the actuator plate. You don't have to even look in here, just kind of pull upward. Comes right out. You can see. Literally, it all comes out together. Just like that. Okay guys, so this is the new one. Here's a part number. Here's your old one. Right here. Here's the bottom of the... Here's the blend door guide. You want to take off these 7mm here. Two of them, you got two right here. Then you got your 5mm right here. Okay. As I said, when you're taking this off, you're taking off these screws. The screws that go here, here, and here. These are the screws that you have to take off. Okay, you gotta leave the actuator on there. Now let me go ahead and remove this. Okay guys, as you can see, here's a new one right here. Okay, so looking at your adapter, you're gonna have to make a small modification to make these fit. If you're using OEM, you don't have to do this, but if you're using AutoZone or O'Reilly type brands, you might have to do this. And as you can see here, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put your blender motor, and as you can see, this area right here, it touches. Okay, you can see right here, you can see where I cut it. I just used the Dremel, filed it down a little bit, just enough to clear. And what you want is for the holes to be centered. Okay, once you get this once you get the holes centered and lined up, just screw her down and you're on to the next step. Okay, so pretty much once you're done trimming, it should look something like this. If you're using an AutoZone brand or O'Reilly's, you're gonna have to need to trim this out for this to clear, as you can see. Okay, so pretty much this is already ready to go. Now we're gonna go ahead and get this aligned. We're gonna want to start with this first. Okay, so we're gonna head out there and get this aligned. Okay, so for this next section, as you can see, these are the levers for your blend door. Okay, here's one, the other one's over here to this side. Okay. You can see this is one of them right there, and this is the other one. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to bring this lever, white lever, to its highest position right here. You want to do the same thing with the black one, as close as to the white one as you can. Grab the lever, swing it over. Should look something like that. Just butt it up right next to it pretty much. Once you get those two levers pretty much next to each other, you're gonna go in like this. Okay, you're gonna go in like this. Also, if you look at the bottom of this thing, okay, pretty much your black lever is gonna go right here and your white lever is gonna land right here. Okay, so when you go to put it in, as I showed you, okay, you're gonna want to try to position this little thing in between both of them. This will make it a lot easier. Okay, so once you have your plate right here, what you want to do is, as I said, use this little guide thing here, kind of position it in between the black and the white lever. Can't really show you how it's done. There's really no room I could record here, but I'll show you how simple it is. Just like that. Okay, just like that, it's in already. Can show you the rotation. Okay, that's pretty much it for this. Okay, so now it's time for the actuator. Okay, this is pretty much in its default position right here. As you can see the arrow. So it should be as simple as getting it in like this as you're going in. Just rotate it like this. And you may need to rotate the guide a little bit, but it shouldn't be too bad. Line up your, if you can mark this line on your guide, and if you look at it right here, this mark right here that I made on the actuator guide, that's pretty much where it's already preset to where if I put the actuator plate on it, it's gonna slide right in. Okay, just like that. It's pretty much in already. Now I just need to reinstall the bolts, or screw down these screws pretty much, and it's pretty much in already. Just like that fast. Okay, so when reinstalling these screws, I like to start off with this middle one first. It's probably the easiest one. It'll help get everything nicely aligned. So, okay, once you feel that it went in straight, go ahead, cinch it down. Go ahead and grab whatever tool you want to use. I will go ahead and use my tool again. Don't tighten it up all the way. And let's go to the next one. This next one, I'm going to go to the one that's over here to my right side. The last one we're going to put in is the one that's very far back there. It's the hardest one. So I'm going to go ahead and put this other one to the right side. Okay, this is going to be a little harder to show you guys, but pretty much it's right here where this little thing's at. You can see. Just pretty much got to feel your way around it. Just make sure that when you screwing it in, make sure it's going as straight as possible. Just wherever you feel has the least amount of resistance. Once you think it's good, you can pretty much just go ahead and screw it all the way down. Okay, as you can see, pretty much it's right there. I pretty much got it in there, hand tight. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tighten it down all the way. Okay, so as you can see, it's pretty much tightened down. Okay, so now for your last screw, the one that's the very furthest far back on the actuator plate, what I did is use some painter's tape. Just press the screw into it. That way it doesn't fall while I'm back there. Okay. This is how I went about it. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, it's in there now. Okay. Okay, so once it's in there, you can try to screw it a little bit, and by hand. Okay. Okay, so once it's nice and tight, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the tape. Just don't put too much tape, or if not, the screw's not gonna wanna come out. You just go in like this. Okay. Okay. Okay, just give it a few spins. Once you give it a few spins, I'll start ratcheting now. Okay. There you go. Okay, so pretty much as soon as you run that last bolt down as much as you can with this ratchet, you might have to make a little device here like this. This is a 7/16, and I just put another 5.5 through it. This will give you that last little height you need to tighten it down real good. Once you do that, you're pretty much done with it. Okay, as you can see, pretty tight. And there's the last bolt, tight. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Okay guys, so just a little word of advice. If you're trying to get this bolt that's right here, just use your left hand, go through here. Go through this little area with your left hand. That'll let you maneuver your hand like this, and it'll let you get this bolt that's on this side. Just a little tip. Now at least you want to go ahead and reconnect your actuator connector here. Now I can't really show you how to put it on because there's absolutely no way I could get a camera angle in there, but just pretty much go off of feel. It's not that bad. Just remember the tab is facing up. Okay, so when you go to look for the spot, make sure the tab is pointing upward, and then just slide it in. Okay, so now that you got your actuator in, your connector, just go ahead and reinstall your heater core protector cover. Pretty simple. Slides right in. Just like that. Go. Okay, so now you got your heater core cover back on. Everything bolted down. Should be 4 5mm screws. Go ahead and reinstall your glove box. Okay, so pretty much just go ahead and screw in all these Phillip heads. There should be, okay, there's 2. One right here. Another one down here. Another one up up here. Okay, just go ahead and re-screw everything down. Okay. Go ahead and reinstall your stereo. All your wiring harnesses here. Go ahead and reconnect everything. Okay, so pretty much got the stereo and the radio bezel back in. Just make sure you reconnect all your wiring harnesses for the stereo, your climate controls, your hazard button. Just make sure you reconnect everything. Now you want to go over here. Go ahead and take off your HVAC fuse. Okay, as you can see here, it's on this cover. Should be a 10 amp. Right here shows a 10 amp for the HVAC. Go ahead and remove this fuse. Okay, so on mine it's going to be this one. 10 amps, pull it off. Leave it off. Okay, and now you want to go ahead and reconnect your battery. Okay, so you went ahead and reconnected your battery cable. Okay, you want to go ahead and cycle your key to the on position. Okay. Give it a few seconds. Go ahead and turn it off. Okay, now come back over here, reinstall your fuse for your AC. Okay. That should pretty much be it. Okay. Okay, now go ahead and turn on your key. You should start hearing your door cycle. You will hear some of your actuators going off. They're trying to find their position. Okay, so now just give it a few minutes. Once they stop moving, then you can go ahead and finish out.